Hi, another video. Here we go. This is a quick one really. I've noticed I was up here yesterday. I'll show you today because I had a leak in my Max fan. So I've put some RV tape. I did have Sikaflex around there, but I think it got a little bit dry possibly and started leaking. So I've put this on. Apparently it's got about a 10-year guarantee, so I never believe anything like that, so we'll see how it goes. If it carries on leaking, I'll have to rip it off and maybe re-Sikaflex the whole thing, but it seems all right. The reason while I was up here, the reason I'm doing this video is because of these, right? I think you can see them. Yeah, you see them little rust spots. Now this was because when I put the roof rack on and all that lot, I think I used an angle grinder at some of the parts, and I've got a feeling what's happened is the teensy tiny little things that come off the angle grinder. Yeah, I didn't clean it properly. I must admit, I must have just give it a quick brush, and there you go. But that's what happens. So we're gonna try and repair that. I've got some rust converter, and I'm going to sand it down a little bit, rust converter, and then touch it up with paint. I may spray it because they're actually all over the flipping place. So you know, the one thing I've noticed with a van, right, I haven't even been away yet, and already I'm having to do quite a bit of maintenance. The side door, the bottom of the side door's got quite a bit of rust on it, so that'll be another video I'll add on to this. But yeah, you do seem to be doing constant work, but that's not a bad thing. I learned a while ago, I think I did a video on it, about your nuts. Tighten your nuts, all right, because they do wear loose. And my roof rack I had a couple of spots here where some of the nuts had come a bit loose. So it is important once a month, don't take half an hour, just to run round with your spanners and your screwdrivers and stuff like that, and just tighten or make sure everything's still tight. Because trust me, they will come loose. There's a lot of rattling going on, so test them. Anyway, let's get on with this. Right, so basically all I've got is some wet and dry, and I'm just going to lightly rub over these, nothing too harsh, just to get rid of the surface. But strangely enough, a lot of that, if you look at that, a lot of that is already got a bit of improvement in it, so try and rub down as much as you can. It's wet and dry, so use plenty of water. My video editing skills leave a lot to be desired at the moment, but sometimes really I just want to show you the nitty gritty as such. You know, doesn't have to be flash, doesn't have to be thing. I just really need to show you that, you know, there you go. So a lot of the little tiny ones have disappeared. These ones are a little bit tougher, so they will need a bit of, it is only surface though, so you know, if you look at that, that's already fairly job. See, these are a little bit deep, these. I don't know whether this stuff's gonna get past that. Yeah, it's gone. All right, so you just need to take a little bit of time on each one. And if there's anything left, I'm going to get the crust stuff, yeah, and then give it a respray. But that's actually not bad. The thing is, even microscopically, these will come back. So I'm going to have to spray it. I'll treat it first, but you will have to spray it, I think. And then respray it, and then it should be fine. I must admit, I am gagging to get away. All their bloody house prices are going down, and it's always the same with us though, you know. Whenever we want to do something always sodding well happens, but there you go, that's life, innit? So, but I can't wait. I'm just waiting for my son to get a full-time job so he can move out, and then we are off. I'm selling the whole lot, and hopefully I'm going away for about 3 or 4 years. I'm always watching other people in their vans, getting very jealous, but I suppose that's the way it is. Right, so I'm nearly finished this. That's actually come up a lot better. That's come up a lot better than what I thought, to be honest. I mean, they are still there, but if you give them a good rub like that, they do tend to disappear. But if you don't treat it, it's going to come back. I can feel it. So I'll give this a good old rub down, and then we'll use that crust stuff. Okay, so my stuff's just come. I mean, I'm sure loads of people have used this, but we're going to go and back on the roof and just touch up the little bits. I just want to show you my wheels. Look, how cool are them wheels, eh? Best part of my van, to be honest. Right, so we're back up here again. I'll be honest, they're really hard to spot now, but what we'll do, I'll just put some tiny little dots on the things where I think that they're going to show through, and then we'll do a respray. Right, there's a few tiny ones I can see, but as I say, they will, I think they'll come back if you're not careful. So it is best to just get this stuff on the little dots. They'll turn black, unfortunately, turn your paintwork black. Yeah, as I said, you're constantly doing maintenance. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, we're going on a sort of 2 to 5 year trip. This van will probably fall apart before this rust sets in and goes through the roof, but it'd be nice to keep it nice and shiny, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Right, I think there's a couple more I see there. There you go. That's it. So we'll let that dry. It dries black, so you can sort of see it, and then we'll give it a spray. And then that's it, job done. Okay, this is the next day. So as I say, once it dries this blackish sort of, which means that it's converted the rust. So basically all we need now is just to give it a top coat, just to cover that all up so it doesn't come back. So we're going to do a little bit of a respray and then go from there. I've got this stuff, high coat. This is candy white, this van. So just all you paint sprayers out there, all right, don't have a go at me because I'm not a perfectionist. This is the roof, so I just want to cover it up and make it all right. So I know some of you are balking and going, oh my God, he hasn't used this or that, but it's good enough for me. So, you know, if you don't like it, all fair. There you go. I'll touch all that up a bit more up there, but it does dry to a very, very slightly darker colour, so it should blend in quite nice. So I'll leave that to dry, and I'm quite happy with that. As I say, I'm more concerned about the rust and stuff like that, and just doing what I did, just easing that off with a bit of wet and dry and spraying over it. I mean, that's as good as new now. So there you go. All I've got to do now is the bottom of the side door, but that's going to be another video because I don't like the look of that. What I'm worried about is when I rub it down, it's rusted right through, and I'm not very well. I haven't never done adding filler, adding filler. I haven't done that before, so yeah, you can come on the journey with me and see me either cock it up or do a grand job. So anyway, that's the end of this one. So it looks fine to me, so I'll see you on the next one. I've got a new one coming out, which is putting my cameras up, so that'll be the next video coming up in a matter of days. So nice to see you.